imperial units yesterday. Now we want to convert between SI and imperial units. So the number one thing that you want to use as your ratio, you will get the least amount of errors if you can somehow get it back to this at all times. 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. Okay, now it's a little less or a little more difficult when it comes to larger, like miles to kilometers and that type of thing. You can use what they use in the book on the test. You use what they use on the test, and then sometimes you have the sheet that I gave you that uses the conversions. But for the most part, to get the least amount of errors, you want to try and get it down to that base unit right there of 1 inch and 2.54 centimeters. Okay. All right. The land speed record is the fastest achieved on land by any wheeled vehicle. A turbofan powered car holds the current record. The car reached a speed of 766.609 miles an hour. 766.609 miles per hour. For 1 mile, breaking the sound barrier. Express the statement about the car's speed in kilometers per hour. Okay, so to change this to kilometers per hour, all right, I want to change the miles units to kilometers, so I'm going to use the ratio that we can find in our sheet. And even though I just finished saying we'd like to do it through inches and 2.54 centimeters, we're not going to use that. So we are going to use 1 mile is 1.609 kilometers. So I put 1.609 kilometers up here. I have 1 mile. The miles cancel. Multiply 766.609 times 1.609. And that fan-powered wheeled vehicle went 1,233.474 kilometers per hour. At 15 degrees Celsius, the speed of sound is 116 feet per second. This speed is given as a measurement called Mach 1. How many miles per hour above Mach 1 was the car's top speed? How many kilometers per hour was it? Okay, so I need to change 1,100, 16 feet per second into miles per hour. So let's start with that. Okay, so I have 2 conversions that need to be made. I need to change feet to miles and seconds to hours. So let's start with seconds to hours. Okay, so seconds goes up on top and hours goes on the bottom. Again, you're going to put, if you're trying to get rid of units, you put them on opposite sides of the line. That's the simplest thing to do. Does anybody know offhand how many seconds there are in 1 hour? Yep. How many seconds in an hour? 3,600. 60 minutes, 60 seconds. Times them, gets you that. There we go. So now I need to change feet to miles. So look it up in your sheet. 1 mile has how many feet in it?
5,280.
5,280 feet in 1 mile. So the feet cancel. So now what I'm left with in units is miles per hour. All right. Now what you need to do, and this is why I practice stacking early on, is for something like this where I have to do 2 different conversions. Okay. So now what I want you to do is you're going to multiply everything that's on top of the fractions and divide by anything that's on the bottom of the fractions and come up with a solution. I get 760.909 miles per hour. If I not get that value, miles per hour. Okay. So the question asked, how much faster than the speed of sound did that turbofan car go? How much faster did it go? Give me an approximation. Or give me exactly what it is if you punch it in your calculator. You having difficulty subtracting two numbers today? What do you got?
5.7.
5.7 miles per hour faster than the speed of sound. Okay. Now we were to convert it to kilometers per hour, but you see we're not going to get, we don't have a lot of motivation here. So I would like to look at 1.1 or 1.2. If there's any questions from that, let's do those right now. Otherwise, you're going to finish to the end of 1.3 for Monday. Any questions from 1.1 or 1.2?
All of one, do you want them?
Well, we'll see how this goes today, yeah.
Okay.
Nothing from 1.2? Okay. Go to work then. Stay on task today, boys.
Okay,